Schwag initiated! The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne details the life of 9-year-old Bruno and his German family during the time of the Second World War. Boyne does a magnificent job at altering the story's narration from the third-person limited view to somewhat conform to how Bruno perceives the world around him, often with childish opinions and the lack of common sense. Bruno's father is a high-ranking military official in Hitler's armed forces, and after a recent promotion, Bruno and his family, which includes Bruno, Bruno's father, Bruno's mother, both of whom are unnamed, and Gretel, a 12-year-old girl that Bruno describes as a hopeless case, moved to Outwith, which many readers have associated with Auschwitz, though this is never confirmed in the book. Outwith is one of the many death camps belonging to the Fury, Boyne's alternate version of the Führer, which means leader in German, and is commonly associated with Hitler. Much of the story follows Bruno's internal struggles as his life changes drastically around him. Bruno goes from a time of living in a luxurious home in Berlin without a care in the world, playing with friends and being a child, to living in an eerie home on a death camp, where he's constantly curious yet worried about the people living on the other side of the fence in the death camp, which he observes every day from his bedroom window. The book states, in Bruno's imagination, he had thought that all the huts were full of happy families, some of whom sat outside on rocking chairs in the evening and told stories, and how they'd had respect for their elders. Wait! Pause. Respect for elders? Oh god, no.
Brad.
Is it done yet?
Yes, Brad, they're waiting for you.
God, manners, Darth Vader. I talk to myself sometimes. Me too. But no one. Oh. Serious note, game face. Come on, let's go. Anyways, as you can see, Bruno has little understanding of the magnitude of the situation he is experiencing firsthand every single day, and is even more confused when he is told by his own father, those people, well, they're not people at all. Which, of course, makes no sense to Bruno, as it would to any 9-year-old boy. Since Bruno wants to be an explorer, because I mean, come on, who doesn't want to be an explorer? Later on in the story, Bruno goes exploring one day and discovers another 9-year-old boy living on the other side of the fence. The boy's name is Shmuel, and Shmuel wears prison clothes, which Bruno, in his immature fashion, believes to be of no significance other than being striped pajamas. After more conversing, Bruno begins to see how similar Shmuel is to himself, considering they were even born on the same day. John Boyne purposefully manipulates Shmuel's birth date to be the same as Bruno's, for he wanted to convey how people could be similar in some ways, but completely different in others, which is what many readers of The Boy in the Striped Pajamas assume to be one of the major underlying themes of the novel. Boyne contrasts these unimportant relevancies, like the boy's birthday, by further detailing the dramatic dichotomy. Booyah, you think at me. Cell 5.
No, Brad, dichotomy.
I'm sorry.
You should be sorry.
Nobody likes me. Boyne contrasts these unimportant relevancies, like the boy's birthday, by further detailing the dichotomy between Bruno and Shmuel's lifestyles. For example, at one point, Shmuel describes a scenario where his family lived weeks on end with an entire other family in a single room, with minimal drink or food, and no shower. Now, despite the growing friendship, Bruno understandably still isn't able to comprehend the reasoning for locking people up inside the fence, which may suggest that Boyne is hinting that sometimes children may understand ethics and how people need to be treated better than even adults due to their lack of opinion and ignorance from bias. When Bruno gets lice, his head is shaved, the final step in Bruno's inadvertent transformation into a prisoner, much like the Jews. The only difference is that Bruno is held captive by the naivety and illogical actions of Hitler and the Fury. Eventually, Bruno's curiosity gets the better of him, and Shmuel helps Bruno sneak to the Jewish side of the fence. All goes fine until the rain picks up, and then fate takes a turn for the worst. To conclude, I believe Boyne does an excellent job of telling a heartwarming story during an important time period based on how a child would interpret their surroundings, which is one of the many reasons why this book appeals to its fan base. Additionally, there are a few underlying themes and topics that Boyne explores throughout the novel, such as the fact that the innocence and ignorance of children always remains throughout any sort of condition. Boyne constantly adds to this concept throughout the novel, like when Bruno believes that soldiers saying "Hail Hitler" is just another way of saying, well, goodbye for now, have a pleasant afternoon. Finally, Boyne's manipulation of the boys' birthdays, and Bruno's inadvertent conformity to the Jewish prisoners by shaving his head, can't go unnoticed. John Boyne makes an important point exploring this topic by exemplifying how different people can be in terms of morals, virtues, and opinions on the inside, despite any similarities regarding physical traits on the outside. I, for one, believe that as a race, humans are only strongest when tested. And tested indeed were those involved in the Holocaust, and especially the brave, innocent protagonists, Bruno and Shmuel, of John Boyne's The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
All that's left is a window to my soul.
Peace.
Come and get it.
What am I doing with my life?
Oh,